Recording. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. We're global. Welcome to a special edition of dannIGeeLive. I have with me a very special guest, my good friend, my G-Ma, the legendary recording artist, international superstar, Ms. Gloria Gaynor, coming to you live. Let me bring her in the screen. Welcome, Gloria.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take two.
Great. It is so great to be with you.
How are you doing? And thank you for doing this. You look beautiful.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you. I'm
Yes.
glad to be with you.
So you're home. You're home in your house in
Yes,
Jersey.
I'm home in my house in Jersey. I had gone down to Myrtle Beach in the beginning of March for a 2-week vacation. And then COVID took over. And I decided when you guys get it together, I'll be back.
Well, speaking of COVID, you had a moment on TikTok recently with "I Will Survive" and "Wash Your Hands," which was brilliant. To have that come about.
Well, that was the brainchild of Stephanie Gold, my manager. You know Stephanie.
Yes.
We were here. She was here, and we were talking about people. People's hygiene habits.
Yes.
And how you go into a restaurant, to use the restroom, and somebody comes in after you and leaves before you and walk right by the sink. You're like, you're going to eat and you gotta wash your hands. I don't understand that. So then we started talking about how important it is, how important hand washing is, because you touch your face, you put your hands in your mouth, you chew on your fingernails, you pick up your food, then you put it in your mouth, and all of this, and you've touched God knows how many things along the way.
Right.
So it's really important to keep your hands clean. And so she came up with this idea for me to do it to "I Will Survive."
Yes, it was brilliant. I mean, it picked up like wildfire. I was seeing all these reposts. It was incredible. And so, speaking of "I Will Survive," I mean, of course, everyone knows the song, everyone knows the history, but just for people that may not know, maybe these, some youngins that were born today, can you please take us back? I mean, obviously, you had hits before "I Will Survive." You had a hit in 1974 with "Never Can Say Goodbye." It was a big hit for you. But then "I Will Survive" came along. Can you just please share with us one more time how that happened?
Well, I had had an accident on stage at the Beacon Theater in New York, fell backwards over a monitor, got up, finished my show, and went home, went to bed, woke up the next morning paralyzed from the waist down.
Oh my God, right.
Ended up in hospital for 3.5 months, during which time, we all get to know the Lord when we have
right.
I began to pray and read the Bible, and really was doing it to impress the woman that was in the bed next to me. But as God would have it, he took that opportunity to really get into my spirit. And by the time I left the hospital, I was very sure that God was going to do something for me, because I had lost everything. I'd lost my apartment, lost my furniture. The record company had said that they were not going to renew my contract. They were going around the company saying the Queen is dead. But like I said, I went home confident that God's got you, don't worry about it. And so a couple of weeks later, although they said they weren't going to renew my contract, they'd gotten a new president over from England who wanted to repeat the success that he'd had with a song in England. He wanted to repeat it here, specifically with me. Sent me out to LA to record this song called "Substitute."
Right.
Substitute, Danny. I'll be your substitute. Whenever you want me. I'm like, I don't think so, but that was the song they wanted me to record. And at that point, I was ready to record anything just to get back in with the record company. But while I was there, I asked the producers, what's going to be the B-side? And they said, well, what do you like? What kind of songs do you like to record? I like songs that are meaningful, have great lyrics, touch people's hearts.
That's right.
We think you're the one we've been waiting for to record this song we wrote 2 years ago.
Wow.
I've always believed God told them, look, sit down, write this song, hold on to it. I'm going to send you somebody.
See, I love that, because actually I didn't know that part of it, that the song was 2 years in the can and they were waiting for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, see, I love these backstories, because you always learn something new.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we recorded it, and I brought it back to New York to the executives, and they wouldn't even listen to it.
Wow.
No, they didn't listen to it
Wow.
because the record company had chosen the other song. Nobody wanted to buck the president's baby.
Right.
So I took it with my management team to Studio 54,
Mm-hmm.
and we asked the DJ there to play it, and the audience loved it right away, which told us, look, this
Yes.
is the song, because
This
we know
is the
the
hit.
audience
That's
don't
right.
immediately love anything, you know that.
Right.
So then we gave him the whole box, told him, give them to your
Wow.
DJ friends around the city, and he did that. They began to play it. People began to request it in the clubs and then on radio, and the rest is history.
That is incredible. So you had this monster hit. You start touring. Now, go back just a little bit even more for me. Your voice, I mean, you have such a distinct voice, which we know can be a little bit lacking in today's artists. I'm just saying, like, your voice is recognizable. It is. But when did you know that you had this gift? That you could say, yeah.
I got that really, really early on because when I was 13 years old, I will never forget standing in the hallway waiting for my girlfriend to come downstairs and play. And a neighbor was coming, an adult neighbor was coming down, and I was singing while I was waiting for her. And so when I heard the person walking, I stopped singing. When she got to me, she said, "Gloria, was that you singing?" Yeah. My God, I thought that was the radio.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh, okay now. I'm kind of like Lyman. He's the same age as I am. If he can do this, I can do this. This is what I'm going to do.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Now, so you've toured everywhere, as we know. I mean, I've toured with you. I mean, I made for 4 years. It was incredible. And I was saying to Joyce when we met Joyce overseas. You had already been working with your Italian band, and how amazing that was. And you've always taken such great care of us as your backing vocalists and musicians. What do you find are the differences? I mean, I know that, but for you to say it, between American audiences and international audiences for you?
Well, for me, the difference is that European audiences are very, very appreciative.
Yes.
And they don't stamp dates on your music. As long as music sounds good to them, they like it. They don't care.
That's right.
50 minutes old or 50 years old. So you can sing your entire repertoire, anything that you want from your repertoire, you can sing it. And as long as you do it well, they will love it.
That's
they are
right.
very, very much more appreciative. You know, I often say the United States is a teenage rock star.
Right.
Okay. And we want the new, the flashy, the right now.
Always.
What's in, you know, and so that is one of the biggest differences between American and European audiences.
And now here we are. So you've had I Will Survive, you had this monster hit, and then just going through your bio. Thank you, Stephanie Gold, manager extraordinaire, sending me everything. But I knew a lot of this. You know, you did the Broadway with Smokey Joe's Cafe.
That was great.
Right, you've done television, all these things, but always coming back to the music, And, you know, and in fact, yes, you did win a Grammy for I Will Survive, the only disco Grammy, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, absolutely.
And now here we are, fast forward, 2020. I mean, come on, we talked about this 40 years.
How is that possible, Danny, when I'm only 39? Is that possible?
That's right. But I remember being on tour with you and you talking about really wanting to do, you know, a gospel record, a gospel album. And I know you released a contemporary Christian CD in 2013. And was that self-produced?
That was self-produced. Because I had done the book We Will Survive.
That's right.
Right, and that was by Amazon. And they had asked me to do some music to go with the book.
Right.
So I did.
Right.
Then at the last minute, they decided they didn't want it.
Oh.
So I released it on my own.
Got you. But you still held fast to that belief, you know, you're born again Christian, that you really want to put this word out there. Yeah. You know, you attend the mega church Christian Cultural Center.
Yeah.
Right? Pastor A.R. Bernard. I mean, we've talked about this, and I gotta tell you folks. Being on tour with Miss Gaynor, she tried to give me the word so many times, and but there were moments when maybe it would have been a little bit early for Danny G, the night owl.
Been there, done that. I totally understand. Totally understand.
But I would listen. There were obviously moments that I needed to hear that word. We always need a word. But now here we are, fast forward to 2020. You released your album. Did you self-produce Testimony?
No, I didn't. I
Okay.
didn't. We produced again, Stephanie found this wonderful producer. She got him on Twitter.
Wow.
She contacted him on Twitter and told him that I was looking to do an album and asked if he would be interested in being a part of the project. And he was very much in keeping with that. He really wanted to do it. And so we went to Nashville several times, fell in love with Nashville, because I've only ever been there once before, in and out.
Okay.
But we fell in love with Nashville, fell in love with him and his family, and we became a family.
Yes.
And really great. But I tell you something, I recorded that whole album. We took it everywhere. No one was interested.
Really?
No one was interested in this album. No one. And then one of the people that we met in Nashville called me and said, Gloria, I've noticed that the Lord often does unorthodox things with you in your career.
Right.
He said, maybe that's his desire now. Why don't we pray about it?
Okay.
Pray about it. He said, get a group and let's pray. So I had people from LA, from Atlanta, from Florida, from New Jersey, from New York, from Texas, all on the line together praying.
I love it.
And a couple of months later, we decided, oh, well, I don't know what that was, but we tried. And so we were getting ready to sign with a, what do you call it, distribution deal. You're your own company.
Right.
We don't know anything about that.
Right.
But we were going to do it anyway. We was going to record this album, spent this money, going to do it, you know. And we went to a publisher for my songs. And they said, do you have a deal for your album? We said, no. He said, please don't sign. We said, why? He says, I think I got somebody, but just wait.
Wow.
Well, longer story shorter, we were ready to go and just sign with them because it wasn't happening. And then one day, the day before we were going to sign that deal, he said, please come in. We went in. You should be sitting across the table from us, but wonderful Mr. Bill Gaither.
No way.
Loved the album. Took it on right away.
Oh my goodness. And here we are.
I took it back to that song, he may not come when you want him, but he's right on time.
That is so true.
Jesus, thank you, Lord.
We never know, like even in my own journey, there have been so many things I didn't understand in that moment, but it always reveals itself, and that it never fails. I'm always like, oh, that's why. You know, so I think if we just slow down, trust and believe, and whatever we believe in, whoever we pray to, whatever we pray to, trust and believe that everything has a divine ordinance, everything has a path, everything has a journey, and you will get there, whatever that journey is. It's a journey, right? Yeah. And so so I'm just excited because we haven't spoken since, when did you know about the nomination, the Grammy nomination?
I knew about, let me see, when did I know about in October, November? October, November. I knew about the nomination.
Was it a phone call? How did it happen?
Stephanie called me because they called her.
Of course.
Yeah.
Was she screaming? I would have been screaming.
Stephanie don't scream.
I know Stephanie don't scream. Okay.
Cool as a cucumber. But I could tell she was excited.
Yes.
And so we started making plans, you know. And let me tell you something, honey. I had chosen the fabric for my gown 2 years before. Before I even recorded the album.
You gotta claim it.
I went to my designer and she had this fabric. And that actually was 5 years before that I found the fabric. And I said, you got to save this fabric for me. I don't know what I'm going to do, make with it something fabulous. And as a matter of fact, the woman who is doing my documentary has a video of me with this fabric.
What?
And I found it and I said, I don't know what I'm going to make it. And I'm putting it up against my body. I'm like, something fabulous.
Oh, that's awesome.
Grammys.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. I looked at that and said, prophesy, girlfriend.
Listen, speak it into existence.
Speak it. Life and death and the power of the tongue.
So, okay, all right. So you get the nomination. That's amazing, wonderful. And then the night of the Grammys, were you nervous? What were you? I mean, just please just break it down for me.
I see. I'm one of these people who I get I'm in the moment. I'm always cool.
Yeah.
I'm always cool.
Mm-hmm.
Things hit me later.
Yeah.
Things hit me later. So it wasn't until that night that I broke down and cried and
Oh, Gloria.
Lord, praise the Lord, glory to God.
Okay, come on now.
Yeah, it wasn't until afterwards. While we were sitting there, I was very cool. Stephanie was biting her fingernails. Tom was rocking, but I was cool.
Yeah.
I was cool,
Wow.
Up until I went up on the and just to show you that it's bubbling under.
Mm-hmm.
My producer came on stage where he walked me up onto the stage.
Mm-hmm.
And then he stepped back to give me the opportunity to speak. I forgot the man was up there. I never gave the man a chance to say a word. I was like, oh, I was when that movie was walking off, turned around. I said, oh my God, I didn't give him a chance.
That's okay. It was your moment. Sorry. Oops. But really though, I mean, what vindication for you? Because I knew how long you have been wanting to do this and make this happen. Did you feel some validation? You must have.
I absolutely felt validated. That is exactly what I felt. I felt validated because, as you say, I've been wanting to do it for so long. My previous management kept putting me off and putting me off, talking about we have to win a Grammy, we got to get the Grammy. Guess what? I didn't do it until I did the gospel.
Okay.
I didn't no Grammy until I got that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and your speech was wonderful. I got to watch it. I mean, just beautiful. I was so happy for you, but not just for you, for your whole team, especially you and Stephanie, because you guys have been rolling deep since, I don't know.
That's my girl.
But what a triumph for you and your team. So tell us about your band now. Who's in the band now?
Well, they're from several different places. I have a singer who is from, where's he from? Kansas.
Hi, Steph.
I have singers from Long Island, one from Virginia, most of them from New York.
Yes.
They're from, and we have a guitarist that is from Texas, somebody from Atlanta, our sound guys from Atlanta. And so they're from like all, because we try to pick the cream.
Right. Get the best.
And yeah, get the best.
I love it. I love it.
Our main background singer, Harvey, and the main ones are from. Harvey's the only one that's from far away. The rest are from.
Okay.
But what a great team! It's like a family. You know how it is with us.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I enjoy my entire time working with you, and you know that I love you. You know that. But even going back to the vocals, which again, I said, very distinct vocals forever that you've had. Are you still taking voice lessons? Like, how are you keeping in shape with that?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because as you get older, things don't kind of work the same. And sooner or later, you have to accept that.
Right.
And do what you can to keep yourself in shape. And especially now, I'm doing vocal lessons every week because I'm not singing.
Beautiful.
And this is a muscle.
Right.
You have to keep that muscle working, and you have muscle memory.
Right.
But you don't want to get on stage to try to call in that memory. You know what I'm saying? You need to keep that thing going the whole time. So I've been having my vocal lessons every week, and I rehearse on my own during the week, especially when the house empties out. My housekeeper goes home and my roommate goes, wherever she's gonna go. I stand in my foyer, with that big tall,
yes,
with the beautiful ambiance there is in there, and I just sing.
Yes.
And so, like I said, got to keep it up.
You have to keep it up. That's exactly right. And in terms of, I'm sorry?
I said, let me just tell you how I know you got to keep it up.
Yeah.
I had spine surgery a couple of years ago.
Yes.
Okay. Right after the spine surgery, I started doing my physical therapy. I was doing good. I was walking a mile and all of that. And then the weather got bad. I stopped walking, going on the road. There's no place to walk in a hotel.
Oh, we're frozen. Gigi, can you hear me? There you are.
It was
okay.
Bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
when I went back to exercising. And so I would tell anybody, I would say 60 up, you got to keep moving.
You got to keep it
really
moving.
Keep it moving.
No, but even since I've turned 50, you know, things have changed. Things have shifted here and there. What is happening? But you know what? I'm just thankful to be alive. I'm thankful to be healthy, especially during this time. And that was the other thing I was going to ask you. I mean, I know, you know, you're deep into your spirituality and committed to your church. During this pandemic, have you been able to go to the church, or is it online?
It's online. It's online.
Beautiful.
You know, he's like, you know, you gotta use wisdom.
You gotta use wisdom.
And people are, you know, there are people who have been going to church and saying, you know, God has gotten me, God's protected me. Well, in my Bible it says, don't tip the Lord. You know, even Jesus didn't jump off that mountain when the devil tried to make him, because he was like, I ain't tipping God. You know what I'm saying? So, so, you know, he's like, no, you guys, because my pastor had COVID.
Really?
He had it, yeah.
Oh, wow. And he's fully recovered?
He's fully recovered. You can see his testimony online about how bad it was. He was like, oh, this is some serious thing.
It is so serious. And people that are out here, right.
He saw himself walking around the bed and all this kind of, it was bad.
Oh, wow. People are not taking this seriously. And as you know, I'm still with Summer Stage, and we're trying to see how we can turn everything into a digital season. And, you know, so far so good. I've done 2.
Oh, and by the way, I love what you did.
Which one?
The one, I don't know what it was. I saw you were on the rooftop.
Oh, that was the Cry video with Alvin Ailey.
That was so great.
Oh, I'm so glad you got to see that. Yes. Oh, I was so proud. And I will tell you, again, getting older, not dancing as much anymore. When they reached out to me to do that, I was a little, you know, nervous to do it. I almost didn't do it. But a really, really good friend of mine, DeJuan Wilson, I would call him out every single time. He was like, this is a major moment. You have to be a part of it. I figured it out. I went up to my rooftop, made it happen. But I will say I was sore for 2 days afterward. I just think back to how we used to work out on the road together. Let me tell you guys, listen, Gloria Gaynor is no joke. She would be down in that gym with me in these hotels every day, just working it through, watching our diet, all of the above. This is what you have to do to maintain the lengthy career that she has had. We're talking, 6 decades, 5 decades in now? A hit in every decade. These youngins don't understand, Gigi. They don't understand what it takes for longevity. You know, the working of the vocals, the muscles. I know we're a little bit short on time, but a few more questions to ask. Looking back over your amazing career, is there a particular song that another artist recorded that maybe you wish would have been yours to record first?
I can't think of the name of it. It's a song by Diana Ross. Oh God, what was the name of it? I Ain't Been Licked.
Ooh, okay.
I love that. I loved it. It was Before I Will Survive, and it was that kind of a song.
Yes.
You know, it's like, it's not over. I may be down, but I'm not out.
I know that's right. And you certainly are not. So wait. Touching back on something you just said a few minutes ago, documentary. Tell us about the documentary.
Yes, I have a documentary coming of my life, and it's going to be also done as a film.
This is amazing.
Yes. And we're looking to have Taraji Henson play me.
Oh, listen. I got the popcorn ready.
And let me show you something else.
Yes, please.
Look at this. Can you see that?
What is that?
This is little Gigi.
Little Gigi.
And Gigi can do whatever she wants. She can be a taxi driver.
Oh my gosh.
Or she can be a judge.
I love it.
Or she can be what is this here? She can be a paramedic.
Yes.
Or what else can she be? She can be whatever she want to be. She can be a soldier. Or she can be a doctor.
Yes.
Or she can be a businesswoman.
Yes.
Okay. Or she can be a vet.
I love it. Wait, is this for like a children's book or a sort?
No, this is for t-shirts.
Oh my gosh.
T-shirts.
I love it.
T-shirts or sweatshirts. So it's going to be on what is it? Amazon merch, on the Amazon merch store. And it's my own store, and
Yes.
but it's on demand.
Nice.
Right. So you order what you want.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Three different things. You want to have three different careers.
So where can people find, like Stephanie, which is Gloria Gaynor's manager, she did tell me that your album, your website is being redone right now, right? Right. But in about 2 weeks, they'll be able to find everything on GloriaGaynor.com.
Exactly.
But your album, which I will link to my IG page, I will link your album to my IG page. They can find it on Amazon right now, right?
On any of the social media outlets.
Okay.
I mean, the what do you call them?
Websites or online stores?
Yeah, online stores, yeah.
Oh, okay, wonderful. And so just, because I know you trust in the word, what we're all going through right now between, the protests, COVID, all of the above, just a few words of encouragement to not just our young artists that are listening, but just all of us that are listening.
Listen, get the Gloria Gaynor testimony album and listen to Joy Comes in the Morning.
Come on.
If you just be still, joy comes in the morning, and I promise it will. Right after the storm ends, and I promise it will. Joy comes in the morning. Joy comes in the morning. This too shall pass.
This too shall pass. You are absolutely right, and thank you for that.
I've done a couple of calls to prayer on Instagram Live, got people calling in and praying for our country, for our leaders,
yes,
for race relations,
yes,
in this country, and it occurred to me today that racial prejudice has got to be the stupidest, most ignorant, asinine thing that anybody can become involved in.
Thank you.
I mean, you got 12 shirts.
Yes.
They're all different colors.
Yes.
Same style, same fabric, same maker.
Yes. Thank you.
One shirt is better than the other one.
That's right.
It's that simple.
It's really just that simple. Yeah, I don't understand it either, Gigi. It hurts my heart in 2020 that we're still having these conversations. It really does. It's
because it's taught.
It's taught. Absolutely.
It has to be carefully taught.
Yes.
And I understand that some people who have been taught that, who have grown up with that, there are a lot of people who don't want to be involved with that anymore. They don't want to live that way anymore, but they're feeling that they have to choose between their people and our people.
That's right.
Okay. Here's the thing. The minute you say their people and our people, you got a problem.
Then there's a problem. It's we.
We're all his people.
That's right.
We're all his people.
Thank you. Yes.
And he's up there right now saying, look, just like your mama used to come to the bedroom door and say, I told you to clean up that room. I told you to get ready your clothes for tomorrow.
Yes.
And I told you to wash your dishes. And you haven't done any of that. And you want me to do what for you?
Right. Right. Absolutely.
That's where he's coming from right now. You want me to do what?
Yeah.
Because they acting stupid.
Stupid.
It's ignorant.
It's senseless. I don't get it.
Plain ignorant.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just, when I went online and we were praying, I wasn't pointing any fingers at anybody, because guess what? This is all coming from spiritual wickedness in heavenly places.
Yes.
Okay? Infiltrating the hearts and minds of people. But you don't have to bow to that.
Right.
They can't do that to you unless you let them.
Exactly.
Okay. And so people just need to wake up and realize you've got the power to walk in wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and recognizing that God made us all equal, and every single human being on this planet is worthy of dignity.
Come on. Come on now.
Okay.
You gotta understand, this is what I toured with for 4 years, the power and the glory. That is Gloria Gaynor. You don't understand.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely.
it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. And I sometimes sit in my prayer room and I just cry because I think of God as, I mean, he's our Father. And so if you could imagine your father looking at you and your brothers and sisters squabbling over nothing.
Yes, nothing.
Saying, I know I taught them better than that.
Okay, I know.
More information than that. I know I did.
Yeah.
I know I made them better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they acting like that?
Well, I just feel like, we're at a tipping point, and I feel like people are starting to listen. I'm having so many conversations now with my friends of all races. I mean, this is where we are. We cannot turn back now. This is where we are. But I want to end this on a high note. I want to end this on a love note. I want to give you so much gratitude for joining me today on this chat. I will post this on Friday along with the link to your album. And I'm in Jersey almost every weekend. So if you feel okay, you let me know. I can have John drive me out. We'll have a visit. You can let me know. But I love you. Continued success.
Love you too.
GloriaGaynor.com, the website, the documentary, more albums to come. Just, I'm so proud of you. I'm happy for you and so thankful for you.
Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to what Danny G is going to do next. I can't even imagine.
Lord knows.
Always been so creative and,
yes.
and so full of drive and newness. Just newer and better things. Always.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Well, have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, Gigi. And I will let you know when this is posted. And again, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you all for tuning in for this special edition of Danny G Live with the legendary, indefatigable Gloria Gaynor. Love you. And thanks, Stephanie. Thanks to the Gloria Gaynor team. Keep it going. Keep pushing. All right. Bye, y'all.